4 people in here. That's awesome. I'm honored. I'm flattered that you guys would want to see a neckbeard loser go through his old Blu-ray collection. Um, so looks like this time I figured out the settings. My boomer ass figured out how to stream horizontally this time. With the Oscars, I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I had to stream it vertically, unfortunately. Um, but anyway, yeah. So with that being said, it was really like my live stream during the Oscars the other day that kind of made me realize like I should definitely start streaming more. I mean, I've always wanted to get in the habit of streaming more just because I have so much fun doing it. Um, but it was like that was like the ultimate reminder of like, hey, dude, you need to start streaming more. Because I actually really enjoy it, and I think a lot of you guys enjoy it. And and yeah, so what I'm gonna be doing today is just going through my monstrous old Blu-ray collection that I just don't have space to put up right now. I mean, technically, I could put more shelves on these walls in this room, but I don't know. Right now, I'm kind of thinking I just want a bunch of posters, you know. Um, so I don't know. Maybe if there's maybe I can dedicate a few spots on this wall to some more shelves and putting them up. But I like the idea of just covering it with a bunch of like graphic art and cool shit like that. Um, but anyway, yeah. So these are the boxes I'm working with here. Um, got these guys. Don't want to spoil it too much, but I got two boxes there. Um, and obviously, like I got the Criterions and stuff behind me. I think most of y'all are familiar with my Criterion collection. Um, you know, just in case y'all don't know, but there's those beauties right there. um, yep. Obviously, if I had all the money in the world, I'd be, you know, I'd have a lot more Criterions and a lot more like boutique, like Blu-ray releases and 4K releases. Um, but you know, obviously, like as of right now, money's tough, so I can't just be buying shit all the time. Even back then, like it's just hard, especially like the nice Blu-rays. Like unless you're getting it on a sale, obviously during the Criterion sale. I mean, the regular price for a normal Criterion that's not on the sale is like $40 or something like that, especially if it's 4K. Um, but oh, let me fix this a little bit. But yeah, again, I really appreciate everybody being here. This is awesome. Didn't know how well this would do, but I got 11 people in here, and that really means a lot to me. Don't forget to go ahead and give this video a like, though. That would really help me out. Really appreciate you guys. But anyway, super excited to do this. So let's just go into this thing. Like, I don't really have any objective goal here except just picking up Blu-rays and just reminiscing about it, you know? Um, and just kind of like giving y'all some insight as to some of the first and earlier Blu-rays that I bought during my film journey. Because you gotta understand, there's a lot of Blu-rays in here that I bought when I was like 15 years old, maybe even 14 years old. I mean, I had a decent stack. I think I had like 80 to 100 Blu-rays by the age of like 18. So there's a lot of old, outdated shit in here that I think y'all would get a kick out of. I mean, I still own what I like. Okay, I'm not ashamed of it, really any of this shit. Okay, it had its place in time, and even then, like I just still enjoy them. You know, whatever. You know, it is what it is. um, but anyway, yeah, really appreciate you guys for being here, and I'm really excited to do this. So let's just go ahead and so I'm just gonna pull out shit and then just talk about it. And I'm gonna have 2 boxes of this, so we'll see how long I can go with this. I'm thinking of just doing 1 box today and then doing another live stream where I go through the second box, kind of split them up. But yeah, let's do it. I'm just gonna pick the first thing I see here, and that is 10 Cloverfield Lane, normie Blu-ray, obviously. Yeah, I think again, like a lot of these, I think I bought because they were on sale. I'm pretty sure I bought this for like $9.99 or something like that. And obviously, I bought it because I thought it was good, and I still think it's good. I mean, I haven't rewatched it since I saw it in theaters, but I remember this being a pretty effective thriller. I remember John Goodman was incredible in it, and I just thought, like, in terms of suspense building, like, it did an incredible job. I mean, I remember it having so little to do with the actual Cloverfield material that I was kind of let down by it because I'm like, really, it made itself really obvious that it's really only using the Cloverfield name brand to sell itself. It's like an independent filmmaker wrote producers knew it wouldn't sell unless it had a name attached to it. Um, but it was still a good movie. I thought this movie was good, you know. And again, like as I'm talking, feel free to let me know your thoughts on these films as well because again, I don't see myself buying a film like this now. I mean, maybe I would, but like Blu-rays are so you don't just come across Blu-rays in the wild anymore because it's like a lot of stores aren't selling them, not nearly as much as they used to. I mean, Best Buy, I don't think really sells any, and if they do, they're really sparse. I remember they used to sell CDs for a while, and like they completely took that shit out. Um, so yeah, it's kind of harder to come across like casual buys like this because a lot of stores don't even sell Blu-rays like that anymore. So, yeah, there's that to 10 Cloverfield Lane. CK Primeval, I still haven't seen 10 Cloverfield Lane. Seen Cloverfield though, do have it though. Yeah, the first Cloverfield is, dude, I haven't seen the first Cloverfield in a hot minute, so I really don't know, to be honest with you. But I remember really liking that movie when it came out. But then again, when I watched Cloverfield, it was like, shit. How old was I? Had to be like in seventh grade or something when that movie came out in theaters. And I don't really think I watched it again since theaters. But I remember, again, like, I remember really liking Cloverfield. Um, what's up, everybody? Got 18 people in here. That's amazing. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, so far the only thing I've talked about was 10 Cloverfield Lane. So time to move on to the next thing. And I got Silver Linings Playbook. This was like definitely during the time where I kind of starting like this was around the time where I was trying to get accustomed to knowing like directors' names. Like this is the time where I was like kind of like learning Quentin Tarantino and like learning David Fincher, Nolan, and then obviously like David O. Russell was like a name that was thrown out there that kind of would come and go in film conversation at the time. And I was like, oh, okay, well, David O. Russell has a new film coming out. And I watched it and I obviously really liked it. I didn't watch it in theaters or anything, but it was like, again, it's something that was like on sale. Bought it for like $10 or something. Watched it and I mean, I liked it. I haven't seen it since. I don't know how much I would like it now. But I do remember at the time kind of like liking the performances and the portrayal of like bipolar disorder and just like the kind of like bureaucratic and kind of like misunderstandings people have to go through in order to get like properly diagnosed and to get real help. And then it's also like ties into football and it's like a romantic comedy at the same time. So I don't know. It's been a while. So I could be just talking out my ass, honestly, because it's been like, I haven't seen it since I pretty much bought this shit. So maybe take my thoughts with a complete grain of salt. Yep. So Silver Linings Playbook. I remember that was Jennifer Lawrence, I think, won her first Oscar for that movie. And I think that was a time where like a lot of people really liked her a lot. Like that was like when the public consensus was like, "Oh, we love J Law. She's the best." And then now it's like, and then like her image went in the toilet for a little bit. Like everybody just started hating her, and then now I think she's kind of like back to a reasonable level where I think most people kind of they're fine with her. Next we got Adam McKay film, The Big Short. Yeah, again, like probably bought it for like $5.99. Yeah, this was like the start of when Adam McKay started doing more like political type films. Because I might as well just take it while I have it now because before he started doing this, he was doing stuff like this. Talladega Nights, which is amazing. I love this. This is one of my favorite comedies ever, honestly. It's just so good. Just a brilliant satirical dumb comedy on just like NASCAR culture, and just a blast. I really really love this movie. I quote it like every day. Um, but yeah, he was making stuff like this, Anchorman, and then eventually he made The Big Short, and that was like his pivot to more like political, socially relevant films that still have like comedy in it, but like it's more almost in a way like, especially when he started making Vice and Don't Look Up, that was like him really like channeling his inner boomer Democrat spirit and just like doing his thing there. I mean, to be honest, I kind of miss the old uh, Adam McKay. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky. Don't you put that on us. Such a classic, amazing scene. Um, yeah, so there's that. Moving on, we got Traffic. Traffic. Um, Ninzisu says Talladega Nights needs a 4K. Absolutely, a Criterion 4K. Honestly, we need a OG Adam McKay Criterion 4K box set where we have Anchorman, Talladega Nights, the other guys. Just all the greatest 2000s Adam McKay hits. But anyway, yeah, we got Traffic, and honestly don't really know how I would feel about this movie now. I mean, I don't really remember much. I remember obviously liking it, which is why I bought it. This wasn't like a blind buy or anything. I'd watched it previously, and I bought it because I enjoyed it. Um, but honestly, I don't remember much. I don't remember much. I remember it having Eric from that '70s show, and like he gets like cracked out with this politician's daughter or whatever, and again, like I'm going off of I'm going off of fumes here. I don't remember that much about this movie, to be honest. Maybe that's a beacon. Well, not really a beacon. That's like a sign. I'll just say a sign. That's a sign that I need to go back and rewatch this movie. It's been a minute. All right, reaching here again. What we got? Got 12 Monkeys. This was a Terry Gilliam film that honestly, like, I blind bought this one because I had so much confidence in it because I love Terry Gilliam. Like at that time, like I loved Brazil and the Monty Python films, and I was like, this is a pretty highly respected film from him, so I'll probably like it. And to be honest, I was kind of underwhelmed by it. Like it just didn't really leave an impression on me. Maybe I need to watch it again, but this is one that didn't really it didn't move me. I don't know. I don't know what it was about it, but I didn't really feel invested into what it was doing. It's kind of, from what I remember, it's kind of like a time traveling type movie. Um, Miho, 12 Monkeys, one of my favorite sci-fi films ever. Damn. Okay. Watched it twice. Damn it, can I go up? Mark Johnson said watched it twice, but could never really get into 12 Monkeys, even though I love Gilliam. Yeah, that's pretty much how I felt. Then Zissou, what is your favorite Terry Gilliam? I'd have to go with The Fisher King. Oh yeah, The Fisher King's really good too. I'd go with Brazil for sure. Brazil is just such a fucking masterpiece. And behind that, probably Monty Python and the Meaning of Life. I know it's kind of a weird pick, but CK Primeval, I need to rewatch 12 Monkeys. I remember loving it. I also need to watch the TV show. I didn't know there was a show. Did not know there was a show. But yeah, CK Primeval, my favorite Steven Soderbergh is Ocean's 11. I haven't seen any Ocean's film. I know there's Ocean's 11, 12, 13. I haven't seen any of those fucking movies. I mean, I grew up technically around them, obviously, but I didn't watch any of the Ocean's movies. Are any of them like legitimately like must-see movies? Have I seen La Jetée? That's what 12 Monkeys is based on. No, I have not seen that film. Is that the one that was directed by Bella Tarr? I could be wrong, but anyway, yeah. I think I'll move on, but I guess I need to, I think this is probably worth a rewatch. Maybe I wasn't in the right headspace for this at the time. Um, so yeah, maybe I'll give it another shot. I know Brad Pitt was really good in it. But yeah. All right. Up next we have the card counter. TK Primeval says, I think Ocean's 11 is worth watching. I haven't seen 12 and 13. I have little interest. Yeah. Miho says, although both Brazil and Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas are my top 10 of all time. Oh, dude, Fear and Loathing. Yeah, you know what? I think Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is actually my favorite Terry Gilliam. I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting about Fear and Loathing for some reason, but that's like my favorite one from him. Yeah, honestly, I think as of right now, I probably have to say Fear and Loathing is my favorite Terry Gilliam film. I rewatched it, I think, like last year, and I was like, man, this shit's just so incredible from start to finish. Anyway, the card counter. This is a Paul Schrader film. And this was one that like I don't think a lot of people really liked. This was a film that I think I bought because it was on sale for like $7.99, and it was like a brand new. Like I was like, damn, this went on sale really quick. But I enjoyed this movie. Like personally, like I liked it. Probably really blasphemous, but I really didn't care for First Reformed like that. So I know like every person loves First Reformed, so it's like I just hate saying it because it makes people I feel like lose respect for me. But just was not a fan of First Reformed, and I think Card Counter was, I don't know. I don't want to say it's better than First Reformed because they were going for so different things, but I felt more invested in the Card Counter for some reason. I know it's fucked up to say because I know everybody loves First Reformed. I like the themes of First Reformed way better. Like it's not even a contest. I just didn't necessarily get a lot out of the way he went about expressing those themes. Just about loneliness, about religious helplessness, and just religious confusion, and the struggle, and like I liked how it combined like the crisis of environmentalism and the impending doom of climate change and how that battles with like the religious mind. Like it's great in that way, but I just feel like I didn't get much out of that one. So I don't know. I didn't like Amanda Seyfried's character in that shit either. I thought she was really annoying. But anyway, Card Counter was decent though. God, I'm just gonna make people fucking hate me more. Anyway, 16 people here. Thank you all so much for being here. This is amazing. If you've enjoyed what you've seen so far, please give this video that thumbs up. It really helps out. Let's just keep going through these things. All right. Next we got Inception. Fucking classic movie, yeah. This is it right to call this a classic at this point? Like, it feels like a classic. It feels like a classic. What year did this movie come out? 2007 or something? Oh, 2010? Yeah, I probably wouldn't say it's classic. I don't think it's old enough. That was 16 years ago. What do you guys think? Anyway, Inception's fucking awesome. I like this movie a lot. Then Zissou says, Inception is one of my favorite theater experiences. Everyone audibly gasps at the end when it goes back on the spinning top. When it goes black on the spinning top. Yeah. Just rewatched Inception on IMAX. Holds up for sure. Me, my favorite Nolan. Yeah, Inception is legitimately a fucking good movie. It really is. Like, I've seen it numerous times, and it's just a whole lot of fun. It is a real blast. And one of those films that you enjoy being mind-fucked by. Like, it's a mind-fucking that you get pleasure from, unlike maybe some of his other movies and other filmmakers that try to do the same thing. And it's just a wild ride. Like, it's directed incredibly well. Yeah, the writing, it runs into so many Nolan-isms with the so much over-explaining and so much whatever, but I don't think it really takes that much away from the experience. Miho says if a film is 10 years old or more, and people still talk about it, I think it should be called a classic. And fair enough. I mean, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I feel like it is kind of old. I mean, I was in middle school. No, I was in middle school, but I basically just got into high school when this movie came out. You know, when Inception came out. So I don't know. In a way, it feels like a classic. but but yeah, Inception, just a wild, fucking imaginative, crazy ass movie, which I know like took so much from Paprika. Like I'm totally aware of like the borderline plagiarism that is going on here, but I'm sorry. I think it's still great. I'm sorry. Mark Johnson says I consider Parasite a classic already. I mean, I could see like you can watch a movie that's brand new, like a brand new release, and then kind of instantly feel like that is a classic. So I 100% understand where you're coming from. Like they're just movies that you know will be forever talked about. Uh, and then there's movies that you know will be forever not talked about, and people will forget about it in T minus 14 days. And Project Hail Mary is one of them. If you want to hear my more, if you want to hear my more in-depth thoughts on Project Hail Mary, go ahead. I know it's a film that everybody's gonna love. Talk about how fun and just like a blast they had with it, and they're just gonna forget it immediately. People born when Inception came out are now in high school. Damn, that's depressing. What we got next? All right, next we got Catch Me If You Can, another Leonardo DiCaprio film. This one's directed by Steven Spielberg, obviously, and I still like this movie. I watch it from time to time, and it's a really well written screenplay. The acting, um, love the like early um, what's her name? Amy Adams. Love her early entry in this film, and yeah, it's just like a fun movie. Like it's not a movie that like leaves you with like I don't know a lot of thought provoking things to talk about, but it is just like an entertaining ride of a movie. Um, Miho says a lot of people call Sinners a classic already. You said you are one of those people or not one of those people? Or I'm not one of those people. I don't think Sinners. Well, just because like I'm not like super like in love with. I think Sinners is a really good movie. I think that one might be a classic, honestly. Like I see people talking about that movie for a long time. So yeah, I think Sinners definitely has the potential to be a classic for sure. CK says loved Catch Me If You Can. I'm curious about Spielberg's upcoming film Disclosure Day. I don't know, man. I think I might be done with old Spiel. I mean, not done with him, but I'm not necessarily like I don't get excited for Spielberg films. Catch Me If You Can is in my top 5 Spielberg films. I could see that. I could see that. It might be in mine too. Jurassic Park is my favorite. That is not only the best Spielberg film, but that's like the best blockbuster film ever made, in my opinion. Ninzissi's Bridge of Spies was the last Spielberg I liked. I didn't even watch Bridge of Spies. I skipped it. I think the last Spielberg film I saw was a Fablemans, and I liked it, but you know I wasn't huge on it. Ink and Incense. Did I watch a Dune 3 trailer? No, not really. Like I went past it. Like I scrolled by it on both Facebook and Instagram, and I haven't like actually clicked on it to watch it. Like I saw like whatever like maybe 10 seconds of clips from it like without volume, but I haven't actually watched the trailer. I will in due time. I think once the theater forces it on me, I'll watch it. Super excited though. Super fucking excited. I'm a huge Dunk enjoyer. Really, really love Dune. But I mean, I'm a huge Villeneuve stan, so it's not too surprising. But I do think Dune 3 will be fucking awesome. I heard it's taking a lot of liberties and it's straying away from the book's material in some way, which I know that I don't know might piss off book fans. CK says, I completely understand. I love the face, but some of recent films wasn't crazy. About like Ready Player One. Oh wait. Oh, went away, so I can't read all of it. Oh, there it is. I wasn't crazy about Ready Player One, Jurassic Park, and Schindler's List are my two favorites. Yeah, for sure. To me, it's Jurassic Park, and everything else is kind of like really distant from that number one spot. Um, but okay, Ink Incense says, "For my money, Denis and PTA are the best filmmakers working today." Fair enough. Honestly, I think the same. I think I had Denis Villeneuve like in my. I think he was my favorite actually. Like in terms of contemporary best. PTA also the best working today. Duel is so good from Spielberg. Mark Johnson says, "Yeah, that's wanting to. I know that's like one of his earlier films, if not like his first. That might have been like his first like full length film, right? Or like his first attempt, like as like an action type film. Um, yeah, I need to watch Duel. But anyway, let's continue. Next we have this was a David Ayer film. This is when like David Ayer was writing and directing somewhat decent movies. Because I know that I think he wrote Training Day. I don't think he did Training Day. But Training Day is by far the best work he's been involved in. Um, Training Day is just absolutely incredible. End of Watch is a good movie from what I remember. I mean, it might be like propaganda, from what I remember, but I still think like in terms of like engagement and in terms of the performances and just the presentation, like I thought it was a pretty solid fucking movie. And again, like I haven't a lot of these movies I have not rewatched since I bought them. So, and I bought this shit like I don't know, 10 or more years ago, probably more. So, again, all these thoughts are very cloudy, and I could be 100% wrong, especially if I rewatch them. But I'm just telling you my foggy memories and why I own these movies. um, yeah, I don't know. End of watch. I enjoyed it enough, clearly, to buy it. Um, okay, here's one that y'all probably like a lot. Shame. I have a whole review on this film, by the way, if you want to check it out. I think I reviewed it like 4 years ago, maybe. Um, Steve McQueen film, really fucking good. Really layered and complex and mature experience. Super depressing experience, as well, but just overall, just like a really compelling film. Um, and yeah, again, if you want to hear like more of my in-depth thoughts, please go watch that review. Um, but I honestly don't remember the most about this movie. I just remember it being um I don't know, just really draining and very powerful. And and yeah. Steve McQueen's a pretty fucking good director. I really loved I still really love 12 Years a Slave. I mean, it's a very difficult movie to watch, and I understand 12 Years a Slave is like Oscar baity as fuck. Um, but that's a very effective movie. And I think Steve McQueen is a very fucking talented filmmaker. I haven't seen Widows from him though. I feel like Widows is one of his more overlooked films because people didn't really talk about it when it came out like that. Um. All right, moving on. What we got here? Why did I buy this fucking movie? Um. Great Gatsby. Internet user, have I seen McQueen's film Hunger? No, I really want to see it. His Blue Axe trilogy is really good. Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard. Um, Great Gatsby, Baz Luhrmann movie. I don't know. This must have been on sale at the time because I remember even at the time, I wasn't that huge on it. Like I remember liking it, but when did this come out? 2013 or something? Where's the year on this? On this shit? It don't say. Let's see. Let's open it up. Maybe it says it on the disc. This comes with the DVD and the Blu-ray. 2013. Yep. I was like 19, basically. I was 18 or 19 when I bought this. I think I was 18. And it must have been on sale or some shit because I didn't like it that much. I liked it, but like I was like, okay, it was a fine movie. Yeah, that's just one of those One of those things that really lets you know where my head was at when I was 18. I mean, no, yeah, that's about it for that. um, Here, let's talk about some certified hood classics real quick. Let's talk about the Wicker Man on DVD. Mark Johnson. I haven't seen it, but we got a good meme out of it. That's true. We did get a legendary meme. Inked said Scorsese's the best filmmaker amongst the film brats. Killing of the Flower Moon's masterpiece. Yes. I wouldn't say Killers is a masterpiece, but Killers of the Flower Moon is pretty fucking great. I think Silence is a masterpiece. That one's really slept on. Miho says Baz Luhrmann is an incredible filmmaker. I hope that I'm not the only Luhrmann fan here. I'm not a Luhrmann fan. I don't hate him neither, but I don't really like him like that. Like, I think he's very stylistic, and I appreciate a filmmaker that has a very brazen style, but that style just may not be that for me. But I don't hate the guy. Steven Schroeder's Silence is criminally underrated. Yes. Silence should be like Silence really should be talked about a whole lot more. Like Silence should be that film that like people hail as one of the greatest films ever made, but yet it's like so not talked about. Incandescent sounds super underrated. It's a Herculean. It's a Herculean achievement in presenting a crisis of faith through cinema. Exactly. Thank you. I just had the original 1973 Wicker Man, classic British horror film. Oh, of the Wicker Man? Yeah, yeah. Have you not seen the better version? You haven't seen the elevated version of the British version of the Wicker Man? This right here gets, I mean, I got this at Goodwill for like $2.99, and it was one of the greatest purchases I ever made. This movie is so fucking entertaining. Like maybe for the first like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, it's like maybe not, it's kind of boring and just kind of bad. But once like Nick Cage starts getting really unhinged, I mean, this film is gold. It is genuinely fucking gold. I mean, it's classic. Like a lot of people talk about how this is like one of the best so bad it's good movies, and they're right. It deserves that. It deserves that title. This film is just so entertaining, and one of the best finds I ever found at Goodwill. I mean, look, it even includes the shocking alternate ending not seen in theaters. I mean, how can you turn that down for that price? Yes, it is Cage-tastic. Yeah, I mean, the fucking Not the Beast thing is just so fucking good. I've seen parts of the 2006 film. I can see why it's the one. Yeah, it is so bizarrely entertaining. Like, it is just so, again, one of the best. One of the best so bad it's good movies. I've watched this movie more times than the original British one, for sure. Obviously, the British one's better in terms of, like, actual, like, intent and quality. But this, I come back to more. I don't know what that means or what it's supposed to do with that information, but that's just the reality. Nick Cage or Adam Sandler without including Uncut Gems. Oh, my favorite Nick Cage or Adam Sandler without including Uncut Gems? Um, my favorite Nick Cage, probably Pig. Like if we're just go, it's either Pig or Adam Sandler. You said don't include Uncut Gems, but if I had to choose like the next best art movie that he did was Punch Drunk Love. If we're just talking about like classic Adam Sandler comedy, Happy Gilmore, 100%. Happy Gilmore. Like if we're just talking about like his just actual golden era, like 92, like 90s, 2000s comedy, I would have to say Happy Gilmore is his best work. Honestly, like Big Daddy. I still talk about Big Daddy. I think Big Daddy's like a genuinely like pretty much a good movie. Like I think Big Daddy was his best attempt at blending his just like whatever dumb like poop humor comedy with like sincerity, like with like a sincere drama. And yeah, Big Daddy's good. I like Big Daddy a lot. But in terms of comedy, like I think Happy Gilmore is like his funniest movie. Um, yeah, Anyway, Wicker Man. All right, and since we're talking about the Wicker Man, I might as well pull this one out while we're at it. This is the Midsommar. This is the European. I think this might be British. Don't know exactly. I think this is the British. This is the UK director's cut of Midsommar before A24 released their own version of the director's cut for Midsommar, which I do have. Right here, buddy boy. This is obviously like the version you should own. This is the canon version right here. It's fantastic. And you got this version that I bought 2 months too early because I didn't know that A24 was going to release their own version of this shit, which I probably should have predicted, but didn't get that insight. But yeah, this is Mark Johnson says, I haven't seen the director's cut yet. Is it worth it? Absolutely. Absolutely. I love Midsommar. This movie is just so its own experience. Ari Aster is such a fucking genius. Honestly, Ari Aster is, in terms of contemporary filmmakers, he's got to be top 5. Like, Ari Aster is, I just love I love how he's so unafraid to just let his fucking bizarre ass fucking brain cook. Like, there's a part of his brain that is just straight brain rot, but there's another side of it that's brilliant, and he blends his brain rot and his brilliance in a way that is just somehow just beautiful. Like, Beau is Afraid is, look, like, I love Midsommar. I love Midsommar. I love Hereditary. But Beau is Afraid is that dude. Masterpiece. And look, right there, but just took the words out of my mouth. Ink and Incense. Beau is Afraid is a masterpiece. It's so underrated for someone who gets it. It's a pure dude. Beau is Afraid, I swear, through and through, is such a hilarious fucking movie. But also in some ways mesmerizing. Like that fucking stage play sequence in Beau is Afraid, so mesmerizing. And so hypnotic. And so beautifully directed, so beautifully presented. Beau is Afraid. I don't trust people who deny that movie. Like, if you don't like it, I get it. But to not give that movie credit for what it was doing or what it tried to do, at least, come on, dude. That movie is just so in its own fucking ballpark, and I love it. But yeah, Summer's awesome too. Love it. So now I have this copy of this copy of the director's cut of Midsommar that came out months before I knew this existed. So now I own 2. This is what it is. Mark Johnson, love Beau is Afraid as well. I got the 4K, great looking and insane film. Is there like a special A24 4K of that, or did they just release a standard 4K? Because I would love like to buy a special edition 4K of that. That stage play sequence is cathartic, funny, genius, depressing, demented, all at once, pure genius. Yes, thank you. Someone gets it, dude. That I actually have a scene analysis for that. It didn't really get as much views as I hoped, but obviously it goes to show. Like, I loved that scene so much, I made a whole ass fucking video about it. I also have other scene analysis videos. If y'all haven't checked out yet, please go check out the Marty Supreme opening sequence scene analysis, and then I did one for If I Had Legs I'd Kick You as well. The hamster scene attack, the hamster attack scene. Beau is North America only as a Blu-ray, not sure about international though. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what A24 is doing, but if A24 ain't gonna do something, then I think Criterion should get on it and release a cool ass 4K for Beau. It deserves it. Anyway. All right. Moving on. We got so many to get through. I definitely got to split this into 2 parts. Maybe even 3 parts, because I'm talking way too much. So there might be like a 3-part series, honestly. Again, thank y'all so much for being here. This is awesome. I'm having so much fun doing this. Got a lot more people than I expected. And again, like, if you haven't liked this video yet, please give this video a like. It really helps out so much. You have no idea. And also consider joining the Patreon. You know, I'll take whatever you support me with, whatever. I'm not picky. It'll be just amazing. $5 a month though will get you access to the Discord, and I would love to have you part of that film community because we just in there wilding. We're in there wilding all the fucking time. So. um. Oh, okay. This is a fun one. Honestly, can't wait to talk about this. We got Jackass Forever. What do y'all feel about the Jackass movies? Because I feel like people are so torn on this. But I love Jackass 4. This was, I think, like, I don't know why, but I think at the time I really needed this. When did this come out? 2022? Yeah. I think a lot of people needed this because 2022 is like we just got out of COVID, really, because COVID lasted 2020 and 2021. 2022 was a time where we were kind of like easing up on the COVID thing. And I think just pure, unadulterated, stunt, brain rot, bullshit on camera, beautiful. Like it just injected the serotonin straight into my brain that I needed. It almost felt like therapy in a way. Um, and it was just a great movie to come out with, especially like in the point of their career. And to see them do still like up the ante and just do so much insane shit. Honestly, I wouldn't mind watching this later because I don't even remember a lot of the stunts that were in here. Honestly, because I haven't seen it since theaters. Um, Let me read. Sorry, read the comments. Jackass is great. Jackass is hilarious. Love Jackass. Have only seen the first three. They're fun films. All right. Well, I'm glad so far everybody here loves Jackass because I also love all the Jackass movies. 1, 2, and 3. 3 is probably my least favorite. 2 is my favorite. If I had to rank them, it's number 1, Jackass. Number 2, that's the first. That's my favorite. Honestly, I think number 2 might be Jackass Forever. Just because for like what it means like for the gang and like the point in the career, it's just very interesting and it's just an interesting film. Um, Jackass. The first one is third place, and then fourth place I'd put Jackass 3. Um, I think Ink was it Ink and Incense? Yeah, Ink and Incense asked, "What are my thoughts on Pixar making Toy Story 5?" Um, Wait, CK Primeval says never seen anything Jackass related. Watch it. I never seen anything Jackass related, dude. Holy fuck, dude. You are depriving yourself of pure artistry. Please watch Jackass. Okay, yeah. So going back to the Toy Story. So Ink and Incense asked, "What are my thoughts on Pixar making Toy Story 5?" I mean, you already made 4. Might as well keep making them. Once you pass that threshold of like unnecessary sequels, I mean, you might as well keep making them. I mean, if you're not going to stop at 3, which where they should have stopped, then just keep making them. That's the way I feel about it. Like, there's no point of stopping now after 4. Basically, just stop after Tom Hanks or Tim Arnold dies. Like, that's basically well how I feel about it. I love Toy Story. It's like my favorite, up there as my favorite animated. Did I have Toy Story? I think I put Toy Story 2 as my favorite animated film of all time. Actually, if that's the case, I stand by it. Tim Allen. thanks, Miho. I said Tim Arnold. Is that what I said? Yeah. Anyway, I don't care that they're making Toy Story 5. I actually think conceptually it's kind of cool because of the fact that they're bringing like the tablet in as the villain. That's a really interesting angle that I think could actually be explored in pretty thought-provoking ways. So I don't know. I think it could be really cool. I think it could be better than the fourth one. I like the fourth one. I don't deny that the fourth one's good. I like the fourth one a lot. It's the worst one, but it's still a good movie. um, but anyway, back to Jackass. Jackass is awesome. Jackass Forever is a really cool movie, and honestly, I kind of want to rewatch this, so I might put it to the side just so I can rewatch it. Anyway, let's go ahead, move on to the next thing. What we got here? Donnie Darko. This is, I feel like, a lot of people's entryway into like confusing mind fuck type of filmmaking. This is like one of like the gateway films into realizing that it's okay if you walk out of a movie and have it not make sense to you. This is a movie that like, you know, I think communicated to a generation of teenagers that it's totally cool to just enjoy an experience of a movie and not understand what the fuck you just saw, which I think is important. So for that reason, like I think it's great. Um, I remember when I watched it the first time, I liked it. I was like 16 or 17 or something. Um, I think the more I watch it, the less I like it, unfortunately. I think if I had to rate it now, I'd probably go like a 7 out of 10. Um, I do appreciate Incan Incense says this is where most of us pretentious hipsters got our mojo. Exactly. This is the source right here. Um, so like, I don't know. It's not a movie that I see myself coming back to that much anymore, like at my age and where I'm at now. But it's a really admirable starting point, I'd say. Um, and like for that, I'm glad that I own it because it's a special movie. I mean, with every way you look at it, it's a pretty special movie. Miho says it's the film that made Jake Gyllenhaal one of the main literally me characters. Yeah, I can see that. And then you have Seth Rogen in that film too. As young as he is, still being Seth Rogen. I like your boobs. um, yeah, Donnie Darko. That's something. Uh, anyway, 20 people in here. Thank y'all so much for being here. This is fucking awesome. Um, just having so much engagement, having so much fun so far. Really appreciate you guys. Again, please like this video if you're having fun with it. I'm having a blast. I'm not even halfway through this first box, so I'm definitely going to be splitting this up into like 3 or 4 videos. Because I do have chat tonight. We have a voice chat discussion in the Discord tonight. We're going to be talking about Back to the Future. Um, it basically the blind erect theme for that week was blasphemous blind spots of ours. Back to the Future got brought up. I've never actually seen Back to the Future. I just did today, but you know, that was a huge blind spot of mine was Back to the Future, and I watched it today, and tonight we're going to discuss it in the Discord. So again, if that's something that you want to do, you want to take part in today, feel free to join that on Patreon, and I'll send you a link. But hold on, someone asked a question. Inconsent said, "Are there any movies on which your perspective has changed drastically?" I'm sure there's some out there. I'm sure there's some out there. I can't think of any right now. Um, I don't know. I know that like when I first watched High and Low, I wasn't in the right headspace, and I thought it was just like actually not even a good movie. I gave it like a 5 out of 10 or something, and then on rewatch, I was like, "What the hell was I thinking?" I gave it an 8. Um, but it's hard for me to think of any film off the top of my head that like that at one point I hated or loved, but now it's the opposite. You know, it's hard. I don't really know. Um, maybe we'll find out going through these films though. Maybe we'll find out. I mean, obviously at some point I liked The Great Gatsby enough to fucking buy it. I would never do that today, even if it was free. I wouldn't do it. So I think through our journey of going through these Blu-rays, I think we'll find some films that my opinion has drastically changed on, and I'm hoping to find those. So we'll see. Um, all right, let's move on. Let's go to let's see. Oh, this is a good one. Three billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. Fun fact. I don't know how many of you watching this know who Perry is. I think a good chunk of y'all still probably are familiar with Perry. He was in the Criterion Halls, and he was in a lot of those car reviews I would do. Just overall fantastic dude, one of my best friends. And I actually met him for the first time going to a Three Billboard screening. Um, I just went to go watch it, and there he was working at Regal, and he spoke up and said, "Oh shit, you guys are watching Three Billboards. I really want. I don't know if he said it if he really wants to watch it or if he had seen it already. I think he said he really wanted to watch it because he heard great things." And I was like, "Yeah, same here. Like, whatever." And I'm excited to see it. And after the movie, we talked about it. I told him that I thought it was a fantastic film, and I thought he would love it. And that kicked off an amazing friendship. Like, I would not know me and Perry would not be friends if I had not go to see that movie, that if I had not gone to seeing Three Billboards that one night. So really, really, really awesome. And I went to go see this during the Super Bowl Sunday as well. I remember that because I didn't give a shit. I think it was like the Eagles versus the Patriots, and I'm like, I don't give a shit about either of those teams. They can both go to hell. So I was like, I'm just gonna go watch Three Billboards, watch some Kino. So anyway, yeah, really fantastic Martin McDonagh film. Um, just a film that I didn't expect to be as jaw dropping as it was. I mean, there's sequences in this film that, as I just said, had my jaw on the floor. Like, it was just astounding how effective I thought not only like the brilliant screenwriting was, but just like the directing choices. Um, Ink and Incense says, I remember your review of this from 2017. Excellent movie. That year you broke something when Get Out won the Oscar for screenplay over this. Dude, you're an OG. No fucking way. Damn, it's so nice to know I still have like some real OGs in here. Fuck. Yeah, that was yeah, that's what happened. What you said is exactly what happened. I got so fucking mad that Get Out won best screenplay over Three Billboards that I was at my dad's restaurant, and I threw the floor sign across the room, and it broke. Now, how I feel about Get Out now, I don't know. I think I would like it more, honestly. Mark Johnson said, I don't care what Letterbox says. I think Three Billboards is an exceptional film. Dude, Three Billboards is fucking incredible. I love this. I've seen it like 4 times, and it's so, so good. That scene where Sam Rockwell, like, that tracks him, like, walking from across the street up the stairs and then kicking Caleb Landry's ass. Like, that is it's such a well presented scene. It gives me chills. So good. But anyway, yeah, but going back to Get Out, I think I would like Get Out a little more today. I don't think I would be in love with it as much as everybody else is, but I don't think I would hate on it as much as I did in the past. I still don't think it deserved to win Best Original Screenplay over Three Billboards. I think that's absurd. But I don't think I would be like fucking tweaking over it or anything if it was me today. But who knows? I need to rewatch Get Out. Um. Anyway, yeah, Three Billboards, fucking incredible movie. So glad I own this. Um. All right. You know what? Let me take a really quick bathroom break. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. All right. Okay, this is gonna be a long series because I'm like 25% of the way through in this first box, and I got so much more to go. This is gonna take a long time, um, but that excites me because I'll be able to stream this for quite a while. It's just been fun interacting with you guys. Anyway, all right, let's move on. Oh, did anybody say anything while I was gone? Oh, okay, let me read this first. An internet user says McDonough has a new film coming out later this year. I think it's called Wild Horse 9, starring John Malkovich and Sam Rockwell. Yeah. I heard about that, I think, last month. And I was like, dude, hell yeah, let's go. Like, I'm 100% looking forward to that because Banshees was so fucking good, too. In Bruges, incredible film as well. I have reviews for all those films. Ryan, yo. Hey, what's up, dude? What's up? Nice to have you, man. All right. Let's move on. All right, let's just talk about this. Parasite. I mean, it's Parasite. I mean, that's it. Moving on. I'm just kidding. I'll just say a few things about it. Incredible film. Bong Joon-ho. If I had to rate it, not rate it, but if I had to rank it among Bong Joon-ho's filmography, it's probably my third favorite, which I know might be shocking to some people, but I would put Mother and Memories of Murder above Parasite. But Parasite is still an incredible film, and honestly, I'd like to rewatch it. It's been a minute. I don't think I rewatched it since it came out. I remember this was the iconic moment that when I was live streaming with Perry during the Oscars, he fucking flipped his shit. That Parasite won Best Picture, and we basically made it on the Korean news because of that. So that was pretty funny and awesome. But yeah, Parasite. I mean, incredible movie. Incredible movie. We all know this film's incredible. All right. Oh yes. Next we got Drive from my boy Nicholas Winding Refn, starring my other boy Ryan Gosling, who was also recently in. Mark Johnson says, nice to see another Mother fan. One of my favorite ending scenes in each film. Oh, dude, the ending to Mother is mind-blowingly good. The ending to Mother is so good. I remember, like, that was, like, a huge reason as to why, like, once it was over, I was like, mwah. Like, this right here is fucking Kino. Like, this is what Kino looks like, is the ending to Mother. Just love the way it was shot. Love the use of music. Love what it meant for the character. I mean, Mother is such a fucking great movie. My God. Yeah, really like the ending to Mother a lot. I'm glad you brought that up. But yeah, Drive. It's also got your boy Ryan Gosling. Another Kino ending, A Separation. Yes. My God, the ending to that's so good. Let me stop. I'm gonna get off track again, but yes, A Separation also has a fantastic ending. Miho says Drive. Now that is the literally me. That is the literally me film. Yes, correct. This is literally me. It's literally Chris Stuckman. But yeah, dude, Drive, incredible fucking movie. This is a movie that I watched when I was in college, like my freshman year in college. I think I had to be 18. I want to say I was. No. Yeah. I was 18 or 19. And I watched it, and an internet user says, doesn't Refn have a new film coming out this year? Yes, he does, and I'm so fucking stoked for it. He's been making a lot of miniseries, which has been great. If you haven't seen Copenhagen Cowboy, go watch Copenhagen Cowboy. Fucking incredible. Same with Too Old to Die Young. Please watch that shit. It is so good, especially if you already love Refn. You're missing out. It is so good. Anyway, I watched this at a time where I had never seen anything I'd never seen anything presented in this way before. I remember it got great critical reception, and I watched the movie and I thought to myself, what the fuck is so, what's the big deal with this movie? I was like, it's kind of an awkward movie. I don't really get why people like it. It just seems slow. And then as the days went on, I was like, I'm still thinking about this movie a lot. I'm still thinking about this film a lot. And there were scenes in it that really stuck out to me. And I started like reading up more about why people really appreciated this film. And it started clicking more like in my head as to why this is a pretty special film. Hold on. Any Refn you're not a fan of? Not really. Because I love Only God Forgives as much as people hate that film. I love The Neon Demon. I love Pusher 1 and 2. I haven't seen the third one yet, but I have seen Pusher 1 and 2. Like if I had to pick the least favorite, it's probably Bronson. But I don't dislike it. It just didn't like leave as much as an impression on me as his other films. Um, yeah, I don't know. Everything I haven't seen Valhalla Rising yet. So maybe Valhalla is the one I won't like. Ink and Incense says Bronson is not Refn in his A game stylistically. Yeah, yeah. It didn't feel that much like a Refn film. Like there's some aspects, yeah, but it didn't. I felt like his aura was lacking a little bit. Fear X I haven't seen. I haven't seen Fear X and I haven't seen Bleeder. Um. By the way, thanks Raw for asking that question. Yeah, I haven't seen Fear X or Bleeder, which I am looking forward to at some point. Um. But either way, like this was a very early film. Drive was an early film that really helped me like basically ingest and perceive film in more of like an aesthetic presentation way rather than just like a story and narrative way. Because like I feel like before Drive, I was still a bit like even as much as I loved Kubrick at the time, even as much as I love like I feel like I was still stuck in this like what's gonna happen next in the story kind of like attitude when watching films. I was just kind of always waiting for like events to unfold. Um and I didn't like truly understand how film is like there's multiple different ways that film can be utilized to express information and ideas to you that has nothing to do with like progressing the story along. And a lot of it has to do with like again behind the camera stuff that really expresses its ideas. And it was a huge part of that. And I have a lot of admiration for not only Refn as a filmmaker, but like this film in general. Um, so yeah, but if I had to pick a favorite Refn, I think my favorite Refn is still the Neon Demon. That's the I have a video on the Neon Demon that I still cringe about, but I am still proud of it. But the very first video I ever put on the channel was a full deconstruction analysis where I went through each scene, like literally scene for scene of the entire film, and I analyzed it. And that was for the Neon Demon. That was the very first film related video that I put out there. And it got a lot of views. It was like the very first video I put out on the channel, and it got like I think at this point it has like 80K, maybe 100K views. But it's cringe. I wouldn't really. I mean, watch it if you want, but I don't know. um, okay, this is an interesting one. I'm pretty sure I bought this film before I even watched it. That's The Town. I honestly like don't really care about this movie like that. I don't. Um, I think I bought it because I had seen Argo and I had seen Gone Baby Gone, both films that are directed by Ben Affleck, and I thought like, oh well, then since I loved both of those movies, I'll love The Town. And then I watched The Town, and I was like, it's kind of a nothing burger. Kind of, I just didn't. I just thought it was boring. I didn't find the characters all that interesting. I think like the heist elements, like the actual action thriller elements, were kind of cool, but like I just didn't feel that invested in this. Um, Ink and Incest says this one is so overrated. Muted colors, no identity. Yeah, like that's kind of I don't know. Like that's pretty much how I feel. Like I just felt like a bland experience. And this gets talked about all the time. Like this gets talked about like it's all one of the greater heist movies, like whatever crime movies. It didn't do anything for me. Didn't do anything for me. I mean, I haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember like Blake Lively was in this movie too, and her presence was also just unnecessary and fucking annoying. Um, but anyway, yeah, the town again, like kind of shows you where I was at the time. Like this was like I think off of like Ben Affleck's win, Best Picture win for Argo, and I saw this on sale. I was like, okay, yeah, because I like Ben Affleck and I bought it. But like, you know, there's that. That's why like going through these movies are kind of like a time capsule for me right now. Ink and Incense. The best Boston thriller is The Departed because hold on. The best Boston thriller is The Departed because Scorsese got the balls. Dude, The Departed is so good. I love that film. Even though it's, depending on how you look at it, I know a lot of people consider The Departed to be a blatant ripoff of the Infernal Affairs trilogy. Um, I watched Infernal Affairs, the first one, and I gotta say, even though yes, it's basically The Departed before The Departed. um, I like The Departed more. I like The Departed. Like The Departed has so much more personality. Um, it just feels richer, and I just feel so much more invested into what's happening. Um, hold on, someone said something. Mark Johnson said, "Gone Baby Gone" is rather solid. Yes, Gone Baby Gone is really good. I'm pretty sure I own that. It's probably somewhere in these boxes. Um, but yeah. Anyway, um, I don't know how many people just joined, but again, I just like periodically, I'm gonna be saying thank you to people that are here because this is awesome. I mean, to me, having 18 people here is fucking huge. Like that's to me is really awesome. Just to hear me yap about fucking random movies is, I mean, thank you so much. The Departed is honestly my favorite Scorsese. I could see that. I could see that. Departed is so good. Like, The Departed was a film I watched very early on. That was a movie that I watched when I was in middle school. And I watched it because I went to a friend's house. I went to my friend Jordan's house. Shout out to Jordan. um, and his brother Jonathan was huge into movies. Like, he showed me a lot of movies that I shouldn't have watched at the time, to be honest with you. But like there were good movies, and they're honestly like that kind of played a huge part as to why I love movies so much now. Besides my dad taking me to movies like all the time, like my dad loved taking me to the theater, and I love him for that. But another reason was like just me hanging out with Jordan, his brother Jonathan. Like he loved showing me films. I remember he showed me the Blair Witch Project as well, and it traumatized me because he told me it was fucking real. Um, and I was like 13 or something at the time, 12. And anyway, yeah, he showed me The Departed, and I remember thinking like that was a crazy movie, and it's still crazy. Like even watching it now, I'm like, this is such a like through and through compelling thriller, and I'm so on board. Have I seen Shutter Island? I think it's a bit overrated. I've seen Shutter Island like 3 or 4 times. It's okay. Um, I wouldn't say it's overrated. Maybe it's overrated like in your kind of like casual normie film circles. Not to like be demeaning to them or anything, but I just mean like for people who like only kind of know about like Tarantino and Nolan and Fincher and Scorsese, like those are the main filmmakers that they know about. Like I feel like it might be overrated in that circle. But I think in like the kind of like Kino Lord circle, it's like not that overrated. I feel like most people kind of say like, yeah, it's good, it's fine, but it's not like that crazy. There's elements of Shutter Island that I think are really good, but like overall, I think it's kind of like I mean, I don't know. It has its shortcomings. I haven't seen it in a long time. I think it's been like a good 7 years or so, 7 or 8 years. But I think Shutter Island is a solid movie. It's just I don't think it's like all that fantastic. Anyway, I keep getting like so off track, just answering everybody's comments and stuff. I'll just move on because I don't remember where I was at. So, um, all right, let's move on to. Damn. Okay, we're gonna talk about Glass real quick. I definitely got this when it was on sale. And this was a film that I was like such a defender of it. Like I remember walking out of this movie being like, I don't know what everybody's problem is. This movie's actually good. And there's like, I don't mind the ending where like fucking whatever Bruce Willis gets drowned in the puddle of water. Like it makes sense. It's not that bad. Now though, I don't know, man. I honestly, I don't want to revisit it just for that reason because I make a lot of excuses for M Night Shyamalan, and I try to keep the love and respect I have for him in my heart, and I don't want to keep watching stuff that makes me lose it. So, but I still think from what I remember, this really isn't that bad of a movie. I bought this for like $5. I remember it was like at Best Buy for $5. Um, but even Split for me, honestly, um, Split was a movie that I did like at the time. Like I did quite like. Um, TK says I'm currently going through Shyamalan's film on my watch long channel. The last film I did was Unbreakable. Unbreakable is genuinely fucking great movie. Um, but even Split at the time I liked it a lot, but Split has gotten worse in my head, and every time that I see clips of it, I'm like, this is not very good. Like I think James McAvoy is fucking great. Um, I like the themes of it as well. And like it's got good things about it, but Split it just runs into those fucking Shyamalan isms in his screenwriting where I'm like, dude, why do you feel the need to write characters that are like they're only there to spoon feed information to the audience? I don't know what the fuck's up with Shyamalan's brain, but he just always feels compelled to fucking like treat his audience like a bunch of fucking low IQ ignoramuses and just spoon feed all his information all the fucking time. Um, Ink says Unbreakable and The Sixth Sense are the only two great Shyamalan movies. Some people also put Signs in there, but I think Signs is a mixed bag. I think Signs is a great movie. All right. I also think The Village is low key a great movie. So, but here's the thing: even though I think Signs and The Village are great movies, I'm willing to acknowledge their flaws, and I'm willing to acknowledge the things that people don't like about them. Um, and I think like with Signs, not only did I grow up with it and it really like had an effect on me, but even beyond that, I've seen it so many times. Like I think the last time I watched Signs was like last year. And I still think so much of it really does hold up. Like it does have its again its shortcomings, but I think there's so much about it that is actually really impressive and compelling. Um, and I think it's crazy because like Signs is a very like pro faith movie. But it it finds a way to really sell its pro faith message in a very earned way that I actually respected. And again, like I'm a pretty like anti-religious guy, but if a film is able to convey its message in an effective way, like I'm gonna give you your fucking stars for it. And I think like the way that it built up its pro faith message, and the way that it like sent it off in the end, I think is actually good. Like I think Signs is a fucking impressive movie. Like I really like that movie a lot. And Signs was like the spark of a really controversial moment in my Discord server where it was my wheel pick actually because every now and again we'll like spin a wheel of like a lot of the active members in the Discord, and whoever's name that the wheel falls on, they get to pick a movie for the week. Um, and it fell on me, and I was like, you know what? I'm picking Signs. I'm making everybody watch M Night Shyamalan. And there was like 10 people present for that discussion. And I think only me and somebody else, I think me, Spaghetti, I'll shout out Spaghetti. I know he was one of them. And somebody else, I think it was like 3 against like 7. Like it was like nonstop hatred for Signs. It was like, boom, this movie sucks. Boom, this movie sucks. Boom, this movie sucks. Boom, this movie sucks. And then I come in and I'm like, yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, I like it. It's actually great. And then boom, this movie sucks. Boom, this movie sucks. Boom, this movie sucks. And it made me kind of tear my hair out a little bit because I'm like, why do y'all hate this fucking movie so much? Signs is good. But I see why people don't necessarily like it. I don't know why anybody would fucking hate it. I don't see what's so fucking terrible about it. But I can see why somebody would come away from the movie thinking, okay, it's like whatever. I personally love Signs, though. And I also really like The Village, but that's a whole other rabbit hole. Yeah, I'm taking a little sip after that. Why do you think Edgar Wright and Wes Anderson fell off the wagon? Their last works have been really subpar. Yeah. You said Edgar Wright and who? Wes Anderson? Yeah. I don't know. There's something going on with them because I definitely did not. When it comes to Edgar Wright, I definitely did not care for Last Night in Soho. The Running Man, I pretty much had zero interest in watching, based on the trailer, and the fact that it got bad reviews, that was just another reason for me to say, yeah, I was right. So I don't know. Wes Anderson isn't as bad as Edgar Wright. Wes Anderson is still making quality movies. But the problem is that Wes Anderson is just, it's almost like the Nolan problem. Like, I feel like Wes Anderson is like doubling, tripling down on his own damn self. And his style is becoming way too calculated to the point where I'm not really feeling like I'm feeling it's like lacking soul. Like it feels very hollow and emotionless. And even though it's pretty and it's kind of fun and charming, it feels like if I typed into AI to make a Wes Anderson film, it would have a really easy time to do it. Because his style has become so fixed and has become so formulaic that he's becoming a caricature of himself and is becoming really predictable. And it's just like he's just not. There's not a lot of. It's just missing something. It's missing some soul. It's missing something risky. And I feel like by tripling down on his own style all the time, he's almost playing it safe by not wanting to do anything different. And I don't know. That's the way I feel about Wes Anderson. And again, they're not even bad movies. Like I think The French Dispatch is a good movie. I think The Phoenician Scheme is a good movie. It's just I'm not feeling much out of it. Like I walk out of it thinking like, yeah, that's a charming, fun movie. It's shot really well and the production design's awesome, but like I walk out of it feeling kind of empty. Um I don't know. I think they need to evaluate and keep their identity, but take some risks. Take some risks with your style. Do something different. You can still have your style, but maybe like try and branch out a little bit. Maybe be a little boundary pushing, push yourself, but be a bit more challenging to yourself with how you present a movie. Because right now, I'm getting a little bored, even though it's like objectively good. Anyway, what I'll probably do. How long have we been streaming? About an hour and 20 minutes. Mark Johnson says he's working IO day at the moment. Oh, okay. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. I'll say I'll stream until we hit the 2 hour mark, and I'll probably head out. So we got another 40 minutes or so until I gotta head out. So I'm just gonna keep going through this pile, and again, thank you all so much for joining. And we'll see what we got here. All right, let's go. Okay, this is interesting. This is fucking interesting. Hotel Transylvania 2 on Blu-ray. Again, this had to be like one of those things where it was on sale. This had to cost me like $10 or something for me to buy it. I remember I liked the first Hotel Transylvania, and I heard like decent things about the second one. So I think I blind bought this just to be like, well, what the hell? It's $10. I like the first one. Let's see how the second one turned out. And it's fine. I remember it being kind of like whatever. Like this was like it's one of those like animated films that are very like pander. Like it's I mean, I understand that like a lot of animated films have to be family films, but a lot of it felt pandery. Like this is supposed to be the family why does every family friendly animation have to end with a fucking dance number? Like this one does like they all do it. They all do it. Like it always has to end with this like karaoke dance party fucking thing every fucking time. And I don't know. Maybe have they stopped doing that or are they still doing that? Because I haven't seen a Western animation. I feel like in a long fucking time. Um, I even missed Hoppers recently. That's a Pixar movie, and I love Pixar. Um, so yeah. Anybody, any Hotel Transylvania truthers out there or what? I mean, this is a fine movie. I didn't watch the third one. This one's okay. I think the first one's good, but yeah. Shrek started the dance party ending cliche. Did they really? You know what? Oh shit. I think you're right. Damn. And Shrek's the goat too. Shrek's the goat. You gotta love Shrek. That's like one of that's one of the greats right there. That's top dog. So fuck. People just trying to copy some shit that they know worked at one point. Now I'm a believer and not a trace. I'm down in my mind. I'll be love. I'm a believer. Man, that's so classic. I love Shrek 1 and 2. Those are like, oh man, some of the greatest pieces of animation we've ever that have ever graced the silver screen. CK said I thought the first two Hotel Transylvania films were okay. 3 and especially 4 not. There was a fourth one? Shit. That doesn't surprise me. Anyway, let's move on. All right, next we have, let's see, what's a fun one here? Just quickly, the other guys. I pretty much already talked about this movie because of Talladega Nights, but it's a fucking classic. Really like this comedy. Shout out to Bill. I don't know, guys. This speaks to me. This movie speaks to me. I just think it's so funny. I quote it all the time. Dirty Mike and the Boys is iconic. The fucking stolen Prius that Dirty Mike and the Boys have a homeless orgy in is hilarious. What's up, Richard? Thanks for joining. Aim for the Bushes is iconic. I don't know. This is definitely, besides Boogie Nights, this is my favorite Mark Wahlberg appearance for sure. I don't know. The other guys is just, it's to me this is a classic. This is a comedy classic. I think it's really good. One of Adam McKay's. This is definitely one of Adam McKay's, like part of his golden era when it comes to comedies. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Split, just talked about this one. As I said already, like I thought it was like really good at the time, but I think the more I watch it, the more I just kind of I'm like whatever iffy on it. It's like whatever movie. It's fine. The great performance. I'm always gonna try to make excuses for M. Night Shyamalan, but right now this movie's kind of not really doing it for me. All right, next, let's see. Uh-oh. This is gonna cause some division. It's gonna cause some. You know what? I'm actually glad this happened. I'm glad this happened because I really need to get y'all's take on this because to me this is very important. This to me right now is more important than the imminent threat of World War III. Let's talk about the Boondock Saints for a second, all right? Because this was a movie that I blind bought purely based out of word of mouth. The Boondock Saints was a film that everybody around me, IRL, was saying, hey, this movie's fucking amazing. Like, this is one of the greatest crime movies that you'll ever see. Iconic, like, just great stuff. And I was like, all right, I'll bite. So I bought it for like, I don't know, $15 or something at Best Buy. And I don't care for this movie. I don't. Granted, I haven't seen it since I was like 20. Um, I haven't seen it since I was like 20. So it's been 11 years now. I don't know. I could watch it and think differently. This didn't do anything for me, guys. I just felt this was very hollow, surface level, uninteresting, not very good. Let me read some comments that I missed. Giovanni said, "So you bit the bait." Yep, I did. I did kind of bite the bait on this one. Raul says, "I've never seen the Boondock Saints." Amore says, "I'm not a fan of the Boondock Saints. I love Willem Dafoe's performance in it, though." Yeah, I I like Willem Dafoe in the movie. How am I not gonna like Willem Dafoe? Like that man has my heart. But it's just not. I'm sorry, it's just kind of mid. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to say. Mark Johnson said, "I've never seen it, but it's gained quite the reputation for being an edgelord film, from what I gather." Yeah, like I hate to say this, but the Boondock Saints. It's like only people who have seen like maybe 5 good movies in their life think this is like the greatest fucking movie ever. I don't know, that sounds really pretentious. I know that sounds really cynical, but I just don't see how anybody who has seen their good fair share of films think that this film's amazing. It just feels like a film just because it has like some badass stuff in it. You know, it attracts all the people that think, oh, it's badass fucking movie. There's nothing here. Like it just feels so substanceless, so hollow, and boring. Um, I could be wrong. It's been 11 years, as I said, but this shit ain't it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. That's my take on the Boondock Saints. Thank you very much. If you really enjoyed what I had to say about the Boondock Saints, give it a thumbs up. um. Anyways, I gotta use the bathroom again. Sorry, guys. I've been drinking a little bit, so I'm gonna have to pee more often. I'm already feeling good, so. Nah. Well, you don't want to give me that because that needs to be drink. So. I said I'm only gonna go for like another hour, but yeah, I'm only gonna go about 2 hours. Call it a day. Yep. Whoop. I am back. All right. Did y'all comment anything while I was gone? Nope. All right. Cool. Again, thank you everybody for showing up today. This has been so much fun. Make sure to give that like if you haven't given it that like yet. Sorry, let me gather all the Blu-rays that I'm showing you guys and put them on the side so that way I don't repeat. Have an easier time. Put it over here. All right. All right. Moving on. All right. We got up next. Let's talk about. You know what? This will be interesting. I want to get y'all's thoughts on this movie. This is a Midnight Special from Jeff Nichols. This is one of those movies that I think like Jen Blind bought me like as a gift, and I remember liking it, but it didn't really leave that much of an impression on me. Maybe I need to watch it again, but I remember this was a movie that at the time, like a lot of critics were really talking about, and said was like a really great, like grounded sci-fi kind of movie. And I don't really remember that much. The ending, I kind of remember the ending. But what are y'all's feelings about Midnight Special? Because I thought it was like fine. I wasn't huge on it. But it has been a long time. So I'm not sure. But yeah, Midnight Special. I own it, and I'm not ashamed that I own it because I thought it was good. I thought it was fine, but like I wasn't huge on it. All right, moving on. Miho says the only Jeff Nichols. That is the only Jeff Nichols film that I have seen, and I thought it was fine. Mark Johnson, never seen it. Really liked other Jeff Nichols films, though. Raw said, I think performances by the actors are great. Steven Schroeder says, Take Shelter is his best. Internet uses a truth be told, never seen any Jeff Nichols film. Is Jeff Nichols the Is Jeff Nichols the guy that made Mud? Or is Jeff Nichols the guy that made Jeff Who Lives at Home? Okay, so he did make Mud. I liked Mud. Mud was a fun movie. Yeah. And I heard about Take Shelter. I haven't seen Take Shelter. But I do remember Mud, and I thought Mud was pretty good. Oh, Bike Riders? Yeah, I heard about that movie too. I didn't watch Bike Riders though. Did y'all like Bike Riders? I thought that movie kind of came and went. Um all right, up next we got, this is a classic. Requiem for a Dream. Such a good fucking movie. I mean, look, I know there's a lot of Darren Aronofsky haters out there, and look, I don't like him as a person. Like, I think his personality is pretty fucking cringe and up his own ass. But I mean, the dude has made some pretty solid fucking movies. I'm sorry, like Requiem for a Dream. Man, this movie is so, like, you could. This is like such a brilliant way to kind of get Mark Johnson say Clint Mansell scores at all timer. Absolutely. Absolutely. The score to this movie is so good. Iconic as fuck. But Requiem for a Dream is such a great gateway film to art house filmmaking. By the way, I have a whole review on this movie. If you want to hear like my more in-depth thoughts on it, please go check out that review. But like, this is a movie that's like does a great job at like really hooking you and like sinking its teeth into you. And it's, again, it's a good gateway to art house filmmaking because of how energetic and fucking chaotic it is and how provocative it is. Um, it's almost reminds me in the same vein as like the Safdie brothers because they're art house filmmakers, but they have a very like abrasive way to present a movie. Like, I feel like it wouldn't be hard to get just like it, like you could really grab somebody off the street, show them Good Time or show them Uncut Gems, and I could see them really feeling like invested into the energy of what's going on. And I feel like Requiem for a Dream and the energy that Darren Aronofsky brings to the table when it comes to these films, um, is very similar in that regard. Wait, what happened? Miho says it's a shame that Darren Aronofsky is making that terrible AI show. What the fuck? See, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't know that, but that's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying I don't like Darren Aronofsky like as a person per se. It's just he's made like some fucking banger ass movies. Um, this is one of them. This is like early in his career. This to me, besides Pie, is like, from what I understand, this is what really like set him off, and this is what really like made people really see him, um, and invest in him. But yeah, Record for a Dream. I mean, fucking classic. If you want to hear my more in depth thoughts, please go check out the review for it. Interesting. So we got Hail Caesar next. Just another Coen Brothers movie. I'm pretty sure I bought it because on sale, as for like a lot of these movies in here. And yeah, I remember watching this in the theater and liking it. Like, I watched it in the theaters and I was like, that was pretty solid. I liked it. Like, I wasn't huge on it, but I think it was on sale for like $7.99, and I was like, okay, yeah, fuck it, just to add another Coen Brothers film to my collection. Let me buy it. Um, but I don't have much to say about it. My former producer, um, Brett Newton, guy who used to produce a lot of Real Shorts where I live. He's in this movie briefly. He plays one of the sailors in the dance sequence of No Dames. So, fun fact. But yep, that's that. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, when it comes to this film, I feel like I'm absolutely alone. Like, I feel like I'm the only person on the planet have any appreciation for this one. I'm hoping there's somebody out there um, that can at least appreciate this film with me. And I'm talking about an Oz Perkins film called Gretel and Hansel. um, Look, I'm a sucker for aesthetic presentation. Like, this movie has a visual presentation to it that to me is so absorbing and so effective. Now, where it falls is obviously the screenplay. I think the expositional writing throughout the film, especially like in the end of the film, where again it's like spoon feeding so much crap to the audience, like that's where it sucks and that's where it falls. But I feel like in terms of atmosphere and in terms of tension and in terms of presentation and in terms of just like eye-popping production design and cinematography and the color palette, like this movie's pretty fucking solid. Um and I remember digging it a lot. Like I don't even think this was on sale. I think I just fucking bought it full price because I was like, this is a really great movie. I don't know why people hate on it so much. Um so I don't know. I like Gretel Hansel. I'm sorry. This is in terms of Oz Perkins, my favorite from him is the Black Coat's Daughter. And then it's probably Gretel and Hansel. Honestly, I think I like Gretel and Hansel more than Long Legs, which I know would probably make people, it would probably turn everybody's brain into shit just from saying that. But that's what I feel about it. I've only seen it once, but it did leave an impression on me, and I do like it. Um, but yeah, Gretel and Hansel. I'll stand by this movie any day of the week. Anybody want to comment on that? No, no, there's no feedback on the Gretel and Hansel love. No. Oh, let me read back some of these. I don't know how to say your name exactly, but Matthewst. Oh wait, I didn't mean to delete that. What the fuck? Matthews, can you type your comment again? I accidentally deleted it. I didn't mean to fucking do that. My bad. I think he asked if I own a film from Radiance. No, I don't think so. I mean, maybe I do. Maybe I do. I'm pretty sure is that like a distribution brand? I might, but I'm not sure if I do or not. Favorite Osgood Perkins film? Yeah, my favorite Osgood Perkins film is Black Coat's Daughter, and then it's Gretel and Hansel. Mark Johnson, never seen it. Honestly, watch it. I'm pretty sure it's streaming somewhere, like without you having to pay out of pocket. Just watch it. Honestly, like just give it a shot. I think Gretel and Hansel's worth a shot for sure. All right, let's move on to the next film. Now, this is a film that that I really love. Guys, this film right here is really near and dear to me, and I really, really love it. I really, really love this film. I think it deserved a lot more critical praise and deserved a lot more accolades, I guess is the best way to put it, when it came out. And I'm talking about Arrival. Arrival is truly an astonishing film. I really, really, really love this film. This is my favorite Denis Villeneuve film. I know that might trigger some people out there, I guess, but Arrival is very good. The opening to this film brings tears to my eyes. It is so moving. The use of Max Richter's On the Nature of Daylight is so perfectly incorporated. Um, and this is pretty much a perfect movie to me. Like, this is just such a brilliant movie from start to finish. It combines, this is like, and I don't, Mark Johnson said 10 out of 10 film for me, one of my all-time favorites. It's my favorite Villeneuve after Incendi. Yeah, thank you. I love to hear that, dude. I love hearing any love for Arrival. Um, but this is a film, and I don't mean to say this. I don't mean to say this as to really like put down Nolan, but this kind of combines the mind fuckery that Nolan likes to do, the kind of like high cerebral intellectual concepts. Villeneuve combines that element of Nolan's filmmaking, but actually has an emotional, spiritual core to it. This is a movie that will make you think for a very long time, but at the same time, emotionally move you to tears. And it's to me, it's such a special film. There's so much about this movie um that I just really, really, really love and admire. Um yeah, mostly just about how language not only like shapes the way you think, but also can kind of shape who you are as a person, and also kind of like dives into what you would do if you knew what the future held. Um anyway, Arrival's so good. I really, really love this film a lot, and it's one of my favorites of all time for sure. It is just so good through and through. Um yeah, I love talking about Arrival. It's just such a great film. All right. Next we got let's go to another alien movie. Paul. How many of y'all have seen Paul? Like, I just straight curiosity. Like, I'm trying to read this ranking. Hold on. Enemy, Sicario, Dune, Dune Part 2, Arrival on Sunday, Prisoners number 1. Ah. You put Blade Runner 2049 as your favorite? I think it might be like his technically best one. Like, I think Blade Runner 2049, like, from like an objective technical standard, is Villeneuve's best film. But Arrival hits like the human soul. So I kind of can't help but put that. Like, I would probably put Arrival and Prisoners and Incendi as my top three for Denis Villeneuve. Um, but how many of y'all out there have seen Paul? Because this has um, Nick Frost and Simon Pegg and Seth Rogen as the as the alien here, and I don't know how I feel about this movie now. I think I liked it back then. I kind of like how it does heavily cater to like the atheist perspective. You don't get a lot of like movies out there that, you know, that kind of try to hit the mainstream that do explore the atheist perspective in a very one-sided kind of way. So in that way, it's kind of cool. Um, but I don't remember like overall, like I don't remember overall what the like like how good of a movie it was, like what the quality of it was. I'm pretty sure I watched it now. I might have a lot of problems with it, but I remember it being funny, and I did kind of like appreciate its bravery when it came to the subject matter. Um, but yeah, Paul. Again, like it's not part of the Cornetto trilogy because it's not directed by Edgar Wright or whatever. But I mean, you can't help but like this. Brian Sanchez said I liked Paul a lot before it came out in theaters. Oh, okay. That's a film I definitely would like to watch again. Um, let's move on. Ooh, I want to talk about this. I really want to talk about this. All right. So before I show you guys what this movie is, this was a movie that was a huge part of my preteen slash teenage life. Um, I I got a lot of my sense of humor from this shit. Um, and it's still something that I listen to and watch even today. Like it's just such a core memory for me in my upbringing. Um, and I'm talking about Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny with Jack Black and Kyle Gass. Look, like you guys know me as the Kino Lord guy. Like you know I love art. Okay, you know that I love uh, any attempt for a film to be boundary pushing and really like explore the boundaries of art filmmaking. And I love thought provoking cinema and I love just creative surrealism. I love all this shit. But I also love Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny. This movie I watched when I was in, I want to say, 7th or 8th grade in theaters with my dad. And it was a blast. This was so much fun. I still have so much fun with this movie. The soundtrack is fucking goated. Love the soundtrack to this movie. It's basically just like an epic metal comedy musical, um, and created some iconic songs, especially like the one with Dio, Kickapoo, so good. Master Exploder, insanely good song. The Oh my god, how can I? Beelzebub Boss, the final showdown, where Dave Grohl from Foo Fighters plays the devil. My goodness, such a fun fucking movie. I mean, it's degenerate and like college humor and stoner humor coded as fuck, but it's so good. It is just so like this movie is a huge part of me. For if you don't know, but this is good. This is good. I don't even know if there's a Blu-ray for this, but I mean, I would like a 4K Criterion release of this. That would be amazing. But yeah, Tenacious D, The Pick of Destiny, um, really, really huge part of me, honestly. um, all right, you know what? Well, we got this here. Neon Demon. We already talked about Drive, but this is the only Blu-ray that Tenacious D is better than Black Sabbath. Ooh, that's blasphemous, man. But I'm inclined to agree because I know more Tenacious D songs by heart than I do Black Sabbath songs. So there's that. The Neon Demon. This right here, obviously, as I mentioned, while I was fucking blabbering. But this is my favorite Refn film. So good, and I believe this is the only like physical release of the Neon Demon. Like I don't think there's another like boutique release of this movie. If there is, please let me know because I would like to upgrade um you know from whatever this is to a better release of it because this most definitely deserves a 4K release from some reputable Blu-ray label because not only is it visually stunning but the sound and the score is otherworldly, so good. And again, this was basically the film where I made my first video on the channel on just fully deconstructing the film from start to finish. Neon Demon, so good. But yep. Yeah. Anyways, really appreciate y'all being here. Again, it's been a while since I've said this. But every now and again, I just want to say thank you for everybody who's here right now. Got 15 people in here right now. That is so fucking cool. Thank you so much. If you haven't liked the video, please give it a like. I'm not even really halfway through the first box. So this is going to be, again, this is going to be like a 4-part series probably. The next time I have some free time, I'll go ahead and go through more of these things. But yeah, so let's move on to the next film, which is thanks, CK. I'm having a fun time too. Let's move on to Ooh. Okay, let's talk about this movie. Babel. This right here is a movie that I will fight to the death as being a great film. I love this movie. And look, maybe it's because of the fact that I was exposed to it at an early age. Like I watched this when I was I want to say I watched this when I was in 7th grade. Like I think my mom rented this and she just left it like on the coffee table and she went to work that day. And I was like, this looks interesting. And I knew it was R-rated, so I knew that like I couldn't watch it if she was around. So I was like, fuck it, let me just watch it. And it's fantastic. I'm sorry, like I think all three of Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu's films, I think all three of them like that do this like 3 or 4 different stories that are separate but somehow converge. I think all those movies are great. I think Amores Perros is fantastic. That's objectively, I think, the best of the three. But 21 Grams is really good too. Like I really like that movie. And then Babel, I think, is a third of that, the last one he did. And my goodness, it's so good. Like I think this movie is so incredible. I think each story has its own has leaves its own impact with you, while also again doing a great job of kind of like incorporating itself into the collective overall theme of the film about the shared humanity and the shared struggles that we face regardless of where we live on the earth. And it's just so good. Hold on, let me read some of these comments that I've been seeing posted. An internet user said, "Love that this will be a multi-part epic." Yeah, it will be, man. It's gonna be like 4 different fucking videos. I'm telling you. CK said, "Only Iñárritu films I've seen is Amores Perros, Beautiful, The Revenant, and Bardo. All fantastic movies. Beautiful's really slept on too. I think that is a really great film. Bardo too. I'm a Bardo truther. Ross said I remember watching these in theaters. Yep. I don't think I watched any of these movies in theaters. That was too young. CK says he has a new movie coming out called Digger later this year. I didn't know that. That's cool, dude. Fuck. Well, I'm excited for that. It's been a while. I mean, Bardo came out when like 2021, 2022? Maybe not that long ago, right? Am I tripping? No, probably not that long ago. Probably like 2022 or 2023. But yeah, Babel's great. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. It also has an incredible ending. So there's that. With Tom Cruise, oh, does it really have Tom Cruise? I don't hate Tom Cruise, but he is he really the guy we're gonna get for whatever you're doing? We'll see. I don't know. Tom Cruise has given some great performances when he needs to. Obviously, Eyes Wide Shut and Magnolia being 2 of those movies, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Let's move on to the next thing. Let's talk. Okay, this will be interesting. How do you guys feel about James Silent Bob Strikes Back? Because again, I had to be like Mark Johnson said, I'm really into Cruise, so I'm looking forward to it. Hey, fair enough. I can see why people really love Tom Cruise. I like him, like as an actor. I just, you know, I want to see him in more sincere projects, and I guess this is my opportunity to see him do that. But apparently Digger is a black comedy, so Iñárritu will finally do a comedy. Interesting. Okay, well we'll see. We'll see where it goes. We'll see what he does. How do y'all feel about Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back? Because I bought this when I had to be like 16, 17 years old, because that's when I started watching like Clerks. You know, when you're that young and you started getting into movies, you try to watch the essentials and shit. Like Clerks is up there. as like one of the earlier movies in your film discovery stage where you're like, okay, I gotta watch Clerks. So I watched Clerks and then, watched like Chasing Amy and then, whatever. I tried to get into Kevin Smith at the time. And I was like, well, let me buy Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back because I know that's like another one that people talk about when it comes to Kevin Smith comedies. And I didn't like this movie. Even at like 16 years old, I watched this and I was like, nah, this is not that funny. It's kind of lame. And I just didn't like this movie. I really didn't. I thought it was pretty mid. Not sure what y'all think about this or have seen it or whatever. But again, a lot of these movies represent like how early it was when I started, collecting movies. Ross said Jane Silent Bob Strike Back was one of my favorites growing up. I mean, dude, like that's totally cool for you, man. Like maybe if I watched it at a younger age, like maybe if I watched it when I was like 13 or something, maybe I would have got more out of it, but I had to be like 16 or 17 when I watched it. I thought it was fine. Like it's like mid to just fine. So I don't know. Wasn't really huge on this one. So there's that. Let's move on to the next thing. I'll just say this: the Departed. We already talked about The Departed, so there's that. But yeah, it's a really great. And again, even though it's like basically a rip off of Infernal Affairs, I think that The Departed is the better experience of that story. All right, how many people of you out there have seen The Orphanage? And how many of you out there who have seen it actually liked it? Because I remember I recommended The Orphanage to quite a few people. This is one that I saw in theaters. I remember I was really young. I had to be also like 13 or something at the time, and I really liked it. And I still like this movie even as now because I've seen it somewhat recently. With The Orphanage, this movie I remember recommending to some people. I remember recommending it to Perry, and then Perry was like, "How dare you? This was an awful recommendation. It was mid. Um, it's forgettable." And he said it was cliched and not good, something along those lines. I was like, "Damn, well, fuck me, I guess." But I still stand by this movie. I mean, I watched it like I think like a year or 2 years ago, um, and I don't know. I think it's just a really haunting and like emotionally compelling story. Let me see what CK said. He said, "I've seen The Orphanage, loved it. Not my favorite J.A. Bayona film. I'm not sure if I've seen another film from this director. Maybe I have. List another few films that you've seen from him. Maybe I'll say that I have. I don't know. But um yeah, I don't know. To me, this is a good like haunting ghost story that actually has some heart to it. And also serves as an effective horror movie. Like, yeah, it runs into like some paranormal cliches, some horror cliches, as most horror movies do. I think that this has a lot to offer, and I think it's worth a watch. So, especially like once it hits around October, like spooky season time, I think this is definitely worth putting like on that watch list and seeing if you enjoy it. Like, it's definitely got the vibes. Um, all right, moving on. All right, this would be a fun opportunity. How do y'all feel about the Harold and Kumar movies? He directed A Monster Calls, which I really love. The Impossible. I haven't seen any of those movies. I heard A Monster Calls was good, but I haven't. I can't say anything because I haven't seen them. Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay. This is a. I like the Harold and Kumar movies. I'm sorry. And they're just so funny to me. Like, and I think honestly, like after I think about it more, I mean, Harold and Kumar Goes to White Castle is definitely like the classic, but I think this one might be better. Like, I think this one, like, obviously it has that stupid like brain rot stoner comedy that you would like out of it, but it gets more like into like the social satire, like political comedy era as well. That um I think makes it stand out more and kind of to me like makes it the more like relevant Harold and Kumar movie because I feel like a lot of the issues tackled in this movie that explored criticizing the Bush administration could also easily be applied to the Trump administration as well. Um, but I like this shit. I haven't seen this in a long time, but I remember really liking it. And I really love the scene where I don't know the actor's name, but he's kind of like a baldish guy, and he's in a lot of 2000s comedies, and um, he's like interrogating a bunch of people, and somebody's like, "Man, I plead the fifth on this," and he's like, "Do you want to know what I think about the Fifth Amendment, sir? Hey, go ahead and hand me the Bill of Rights. Go ahead and hand me the Constitution." He goes by. He like rips the fucking Fifth Amendment out of the book and he like puts it straight in his fucking asshole and he just wipes his ass with it and he shows the camera. He's like, "That's what I think about the Fifth Amendment." And you just see the Constitution or whatever he had just like with a big shit stain on it. And I just thought that was like the funniest shit ever. And the guy was like, "Why the hell is your ass so dirty? Don't you wipe?" And just quoting it makes me laugh because I think it's just so funny. Like this movie has a lot of gold in it. But I don't know. It's just a fun movie. Again, like it's one of those things. Like it makes me want to watch it again. Anyway, let's move on to the next thing. All right. Oh, you know what? Let's talk about this. This is more up y'all's alley. Exotica. This proves that I was into the film Exotica before Criterion announced it. I bought this movie. I forgot which year. It had to be like 2020 or 2019 or something. But this movie that I think was a patron request at some point, and I reviewed it, and I really enjoyed it. This is a Adam Agoyan film, and I thought overall was a really effective movie. And I haven't seen it in a long time, but when the Criterion came out, I rebought it. At least I think I did. Did I? Hold up. Let me make sure I rebought that. A B C D E F A B C D. Yep, I did rebuy it. It's up there. Proof's in the pudding. But yeah, I remember this being a really effective movie. And I remember like the third act of this movie having a huge part at really tying the film together in a way that I found to be compelling because up until that point, I thought it was like okay, like I wasn't huge on it. But the last like 25 minutes or so, I think do a great job at kind of like encapsulating what the entire film is really going for. And now this is the copy I bought before the Criterion released anything because it was like the only thing that existed before then. So yeah, there's that. Okay, let's talk about this too. This is gonna be huge for a lot of people, but so let's talk about the Lord of the Rings really quick. It's probably the last one I'll talk. It's probably the last one before I sign off. But Lord of the Rings, I have a confession to make. I've only seen Fellowship of the Ring. I have not seen The Two Towers, and I have not seen Return of the King. But from what I have seen from The Fellowship of the Ring, I think it's an incredible fucking movie. It's basically a masterpiece. And I'm really, really excited to watch The Two Towers and to watch Return of the King. I keep missing the days where they re-release them into theaters. And I need to look ahead of time and find the days where they're doing that to make sure that I catch them in theaters. That's pretty much the only reason why I haven't watched them. Mark Johnson says, talking about blind spots, I've never seen any of the Lord of the Rings. I mean, I'm close to in the same boat. I mean, I've seen the first one at least. Giovanni said you don't need to watch the rest. Fellowship is easily the greatest movie ever made. Damn. I don't know if Lord of the Rings fans would agree with you on that one. Raul said watch Fellowship on Christmas Day in 2001. CK said my family and I have been going through the Lord of the Rings films. We are loving them. Each film gets better. That's what I hear. Ross said one of my greatest movie experiences. I remember watching Fellowship when it came out in theaters. I watched it in theaters. I was in first grade. I had to be like 8 years old or something, 9 or some shit. And my mom took me with my dad and my brother. The whole family went at the time. And she covered my eyes through like 90% of the movie. Like anything like remotely violent happened, she'd be like, "Oh my!" And I don't remember seeing shit because of that. I remember having a lot of intrigue because of that. Steven said, "Oh wow, for a treat, I recommend watching the trilogy in theaters. The extended versions are great, the greatest ones of all time. Hell yeah." Mark Johnson, I'm waiting to catch them in theaters. Giovanni, I'm a Lord of the Rings fan since year 2000. I was lucky to watch The Return of the King in theaters. It's my favorite movie. Yeah, I see. Like, it doesn't matter who you are. If you're a Kino Lord, if you're a casual film viewer, Lord of the Rings is up there as like the GOAT. That's just what I hear all the time. And just from watching Fellowship, I agree. Like Fellowship's very fucking good. But CK, I've seen Ralph Bakshi, Lord of the Rings 1978. It was okay. Yeah, I've heard about that as well. But yeah, yeah, this is just something I need to watch. This is something I really need to watch. And again, the reason why I haven't seen them is because I'm really just waiting to where the stars align and I can catch them in theaters because I feel like that is like the ultimate way to experience it. And I feel like films that are praised this highly, and not only are praised this highly, but I feel like are epic in nature in terms of presentation and the content. Like I want to experience them firsthand through the theatrical experience. I feel like that's the way it's meant to be viewed. So yeah, one of these days, I'm gonna watch 2 and 3. But I have the whole. I mean, I have the whole collection here. I guess that way, like after I see them for the first time in theaters, I could always come back to this. And it was like a really good. This is just like it was for a good price. I think I bought these 3 on Blu-ray for $10. Giovanni said, "I'm just joking. You definitely need to watch the whole trilogy if you love Fellowship." Yeah, I figured. I figured. These are the theatrical versions, though. These aren't the director cut versions. So, um, but yeah, I mean, honestly, I think with that, I'll probably close this video out. I still got a bunch left. What's up, Gigi? You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Come here, Gigi. Come here. Yeah. You want to hop up? Come here. Yeah, come here. Yeah, here, I'll bring you up. Gigi's here. He was digging through my endless box of Blu-rays that I have. But say hi. Hi, Gigi. Yeah. I love this pumpkin man. Anyway, I'm probably off with that, guys. It's been awesome. And if you really enjoyed this, like, and you want me to do more, make sure to leave like the enthusiasm, leave likes, leave the comments. Really lets me know like if this is something that you like to see. Just from the interaction I've got, like as much as I'm having fun with it, I see that I think y'all are having fun with it. And I have a lot more to go. I mean, I have so more to go. This is going to be at the very least a 4-part series. Because I just got so much BS and boxes. So, yeah, that's it, guys. Like, thank y'all so much. Like, this was a blast. I'll probably be here next week. I'll probably try to do at least one a week and just see where we're at. But yeah, that's it. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a great night. And again, don't forget to like and share this stuff as well if you really enjoyed it and comment below about your thoughts on it. Have a good night, everybody.